Thank you. Chair recognizes Mr. Mica.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, it's kind of interesting the way you framed your testimony and your involvement in some of these decisions before the committee today. I think you've tried to give the impression that you had to do what you had to do because of the financial situation. That's pretty much what you've said, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. And then you used the term, you kept using the term, we made decisions together. Then you said a dividing line of November 24th. That was that when you received the word that you were going to be nominated for Treasury Secretary?
That's when the announcement was made.
Yes. So you've tried to distance yourself from decisions that were made before that, but in fact...
No, I have not tried to I take pride and full responsibility for all those decisions.
Okay, then you also were aware when the New York Federal Reserve Board ultimately selected on November 3rd, 2008 to purchase the underlying assets.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
You were.
And again, as I said, I take pride in that decision.
Also, you had no knowledge of any cover-up, right? Or intent not to give full information and disclosure.
Of course not.
Of course not. So you took credit for the decision, but not the cover-up.
No.
You've distanced yourself from any cover-up before November 24th, and then, of course, you were out of the picture from November 24th forward. Is that correct?
Congressman, I'm not trying to distance myself from anything. I will take complete responsibility for decisions I played a role in shaping, was part of shaping, including all decisions up to the 24th in this case. And I'm happy to take responsibility for all decisions I've made since then, too.
Then you were aware of 100 cents on a dollar bail.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And the risk that was posed by that offer. So you knew about that, but you weren't attempting to cover up. That's your testimony
Of course not.
Today. Okay. So I believe either you made a bad decision there, or, in fact, there was the attempt to cover up one of the biggest bailouts, backdoor bailouts, in history. Now, you've tried to frame it as you did it because you did it in the interest of the people and the failure of the system. I'm telling you, I believe these are lame excuses. Either you were in charge and did the wrong thing, or you participated in the wrong thing. This, to me, it appears like, when you were being confirmed, a lot of controversy surrounded your not paying your taxes. You gave lame excuses then. I believe you're giving the committee lame excuses now. And my final question is, why shouldn't we ask for your resignation as Secretary of the Treasury? I didn't think you should have been Secretary of the Treasury when it was disclosed that you didn't pay your taxes, because that's the highest financial responsibility position in the United States government. So why shouldn't you step down
That
now?
is your right. That is your right to that opinion. I have worked in public service all my life. I have never been a politician. I have served my country as carefully and ably as I can, and it is a great privilege to me for me to work with this president to help repair the damage that was here when we took office. Yes. And I will do so as long as he asks me to do so, to the best of my ability, with great pride in this country and in him.
Yeah. Again, I think you're punting the blame, and I think you're trying to position yourself as the savior
Congressman,
of
you
a
don't know me very well.
Institution, and yet
you don't know me very well.
I believe that we're not getting the whole story. We're getting a lame story in a monumental backdoor decision of bailout, for which the American taxpayers will stay on the hook for huge amounts of money. Even by estimates of the Treasury Department, there will be billions of dollars from this deal, which either you should have been overseeing, and you said you had knowledge of, and you failed to take some steps to further protect the taxpayer interest. You were either incompetent on the job, or you were not doing your job and knew what was taking place and tried to conceal it. And I think that's grounds for your removal.
Congressman, I was there I know what I was responsible for. I take full responsibility and, as I said, great pride in those judgments.
The gentleman's time has expired, but the Secretary may answer the question as he
He
sees
takes
fit.
great pride in those judgments.
I do. I take great pride in those judgments. And people have a right to disagree with them. And they have a right to go back and look at them with great care and analysis. And I hope you will give the same care and judgment to looking at those decisions in retrospect with the benefit of hindsight that we gave in making those decisions at that time.
Thank the gentleman. It's my